What's up YouTube? My name is Joel from Easy Engineering and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about squelches, warps, sci-farts, whatever the hell you want to call it. Thought I'd actually kind of focus on just these two. I mean, this I kind of made very quickly and just show you or explain what you should be thinking about when approaching making these sounds, because they're leaning in two different ways. So this one's more FM. This one is based around FM synthesis, and this one is more subtractive synthesis, where you're, obviously building the sound and layering it to give it that more harmonic or melodic type sound, and just what you need to be considering for the two. So let's dive into Serum 1. It's actually really simple the way I've made it. It's just two saw waves. As you can see, one's pitched down 1 octave, one's pitched down 2 octaves. One's got unison. Then you can see I've done my FM, taking it from there. And what I've actually done is I've left the level up. As you can see, my carrier is higher, the volume is higher than this one. Let's just see if I can show you the difference, because obviously usually when you're doing FM you have see that, and I mean, that's kind of a warp already, I mean, this is my point. There's two different ways of kind of approaching this, and this is kind of just getting that FM because we want a little bit more of a gritty bite to the sound. And then I've just done my low pass filter, up the resonance about halfway. I think that's literally halfway. Yeah, and then the cutoff is around 2000 hertz, and I've just got an LFO. Literally, I've not even changed the LFO, and I've just got it modulating the low pass filter at a 4-bar BPM sync. What kind of gives the sound a lot more of its character is the effects within Serum. So if we actually, sorry, let's turn them all off and we can hear the difference. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. And that is really it. I mean, that's the most basic sound that you want to try and achieve, really, is a thick sounding basic sound without any effects going, because that sounds alright. Like the harmonics of it, the fundamental harmonics of the sound is what gives it that character. And then when you add on all these effects, you're just kind of enhancing it or highlighting the certain characteristics of the sound and just kind of influencing it and enhancing it, like I said, just to make it sound more better, more exciting. So yeah, this is what I've done. I've got my hyper or dimension over here, so I've got them both going. Hyper is basically a chorus, I guess you could call it, because it's dealing with unison, and dimension is sort of like a reverb, in my opinion. Got a distortion, so I've got my simulation, I suppose is what it stands for. I've got it on a pre-filter, just to kind of filter out some of the distortion, and I've got the drive up quite high for both. Then I've got a chorus going over here. Don't change much, I mean, but you should always just kind of have a play around with it and see, before we go anywhere. Oh, so it just thickens it up, widens the sound a little bit. There you go. And then this distortion obviously gives it an extra bite to that FM synthesis that we've got going. Got a nice reverb going over there, and then I've added another filter. And that's pretty much it. Literally one LFO on the filter cutoff. Boom, sorted. That's everything you need to do. I've got a compressor running. I've got an EQ, 2 EQs just to kind of, take out some of the unwanted frequencies. I've got my saturator going down, and then a delay and compressor just to kind of sidechain it a little bit, just to kind of. And there you have it. That's your FM synthesis. And the cool thing is you can kind of go in, change the filter up a little bit, and then maybe maybe. Yeah, and then just play around with these different parameters, play around with your distortion, maybe, you know, change this filter up, mess about with this, the resonance. Stuff like that, man, you know, just kind of pick and choose and change things around, and then just record it down, save a sample bank off, and then just use it in your song when need be. The next one I've done in Sylenth, and this is, as you can see, obviously it's not FM synthesis, but it's layering two oscillators together, both pitched down an octave, but one is a saw wave and one is a square wave. I've both got detune going down, so they're both 4 voices. I've turned retrig off, bandpass filter. And then what I'm doing to give it that squelchy, warpy, farty effect is I'm pitching it down. So I'm putting an LFO and I'm modulating the pitch to pitch down, and I'm modulating the cutoff of the bandpass filter to pitch, to move up. And you can kind of just go around and obviously change it up a little bit. I do prefer it being pitched down like this. Outside of effects, yeah, I've done some compression, some distortion. This is the distortion, I think, of these sounds. If it works, it really gives it that nice fat character that you want. Very nice. It's just a simple overdrive. If it works, use it. If it doesn't work, don't use it. Obviously, outside of the plugin, I've got my compressor and my EQ just kind of shaping the sound a little bit. Got my saturator. Added a little bit of a phaser over here. I just didn't like Sylenth phaser, so I used ABLETON's phaser. Mess about with it, find a nice sweet spot with it, and then obviously you've got your delay, and you can just change it about. And the cool thing is with this is, like, obviously, again, go in and just kind of, you know. Maybe change it up. And yeah, just play around with your cutoff, your resonance, the drive, key track. Maybe you can, you know, obviously change the rate up a little bit. Change up the waveform of the LFO. It's a really nice, simple sound, but you can, you know, like, just keep changing it about, changing it up, and you can really create some cool warps and squelches that you can just have playing alongside your songs when it fits the contents. I think I've been stressing context and tone a lot these days, but it stands, in my opinion. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it a little bit more insightful into how you make your psytrance squelches. It's a very simple, easy, step-by-step process to follow. And then the real creativity comes from going the extra mile and just seeing what you can change and what you can add to it and what you can take away, and just kind of be a little bit more creative. But that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button. And if you actually really enjoyed this video, or if you enjoy my content, please share the page. I'll really appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another one.